Good morning, everybody. It's Tuesday morning. Getting my day started with my shave. And today I'm going to try something different with my editing. I normally don't edit videos, but I want to start putting like pictures at the beginning of what I use and maybe change things up a little bit. So after you watch it, please let me know what you think of the changes. Too much, too little, breaks, that kind of stuff. I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to do it yet. Kind of go with the flow. Let's go into what I'm using today. I'm using the Phoenix double open comb. It's loaded with a Voskhod blade. Still trying to go through all my other blades that I have left before I get my 200 Rapier in. I've only got one Rapier blade left, and I've got about another week or two till it shows up. Got Katie's Bubble LPV. It's part of the Jaime Cobos series. I haven't really smelled that yet since I've gotten better now, so it'll be interesting to see what that smells like. I'm saving that for Christopher Peace. My Nathan Clark Air Force brush. Just it's my favorite brush. You'll see me use it a lot. So that's that. And then I'm going to finish off with another product I haven't used. British Sterling. I've been told they're the perfect pair together. So it's been blooming for a little bit. Let's go ahead and smell it, and let's see if I can make history for Christopher. The shaving ginger, for those who don't know. Ugh, yuck. Nah, he said I'd never seen anybody say that on camera before, so I wanted to say yuck to it first. I can now see why people say it's hard to describe when I've asked what LPV smells like, because it really is. There's a spice to it. There's this masculine scent to it too. I can definitely see why people dig this scent. I've always avoided buying it because nobody could explain it to me. So Jaime, thank you for the sample. I know the performance will be fantastic. Let me go ahead and start loading my brush. And I'm going to share with you guys today out of Exodus 23. We've got a couple breakdowns of verses. Excuse me while I look off camera to my iPad. We'll start with verses 1 through 3. You must not pass along false rumors. You must not cooperate with evil people by lying on the witness stand. You must not follow the crowd in doing wrong. When you are called to testify in a dispute, do not be swayed by the crowd or twist justice. And do not slant your testimony in favor of a person just because that person is poor. Then jump to 7 and 8. Be sure to never charge anyone falsely with evil. Never sentence an innocent or blameless person to death, for I never declare a guilty person to be innocent. And then finish with 13. Pay close attention to all my instructions. You must not call on the name of any other god. Do not even speak their name. So I just, oh shoot. I guess I kind of created a bowl lather. Wasn't paying attention, and must have been with my consistency of how much water I had and the product in there, and I didn't let it bloom very long. There was just a small dab of water in there. And I haven't used Katie's Bubble soap in a sample before. I've used it in jars, so maybe I shouldn't have let it bloom. But we'll still take it to the face, and we'll see what happens. And like I said, I know performance will be great. Wipe my face real quick. I'm still going to load it up with a face lather. But the reason I bring that stuff up is I think all too often we find ourselves wanting to cave to other people's opinions, so we change what we think, what we think of a product because of other people. We may not do it intentionally, but we do. Somebody has the courage to speak up on a topic or on a item that you disagree with, and all too often people start saying, horrible things about them or accusing them of things. There was a spot. Oh, an 8. take no bribes, for a bribe makes you ignore something that you clearly see. I think that's something that I think we all need to, especially those of us that do any sort of reviews, impressions, that sort of thing, really need to take to heart. Because if you start getting free stuff from somebody and, oh yeah, here, speak on this. We need to be careful with that, especially those who have any kind of large following. Because the moment you say this product is the best ever, you've now influenced a large group of people. And so, and I'm not calling anybody, I'm not saying anybody at all. I'm just saying be careful with this, that you run the risk of influencing those people, and if you compromise your integrity, now you've also done that. So I'm going to do my first edit, and while I do that, I'll fill up my bowl. All right, my bowl is filled with water, and let's get to it. The scent is definitely one of a kind. I know I haven't smelt 5,000 million soaps or anything like that, like some people might have, but I know I've never smelt anything like it. Had to do that part in the introduction for Christopher because, yeah, like I said, he did to him it's the best soap, his number one, and so I just had to throw that out there for him. Especially since it was my first time using it. It's funny, Voskhod blades used to be my favorite. Until I got the Rapira. I've actually piffed a few of them out now to friends. Oh, that's pass one. Good first pass. But yeah, I also like those verses. That was just stuff I just read the other day. And I like it that it talks about us not following the crowd. Because that's something I know I personally strive for. It's very easy to, and please don't take offense to this if you think this applies to you, but there's, and I think I've said it before on here, sometimes I'm like a broken record this way, but I feel all too often a lot of people, and this isn't just shaving, this is work, other places, just like to be sheep. They don't ever want to lead, they always just want to be led. So, just challenge you to not use that mentality, because when you follow the crowd, you've lost your identity, and you're no longer, you're always special, but you're no longer that person you're supposed to be. And we all want you to be that person you want to be, or you're supposed to be. At least I do. Now earlier when I said Voskhod aren't my favorite anymore, they're still up there. It's just I find the Rapira to be smoother. Still loving this Phoenix. I decided to use this after in one of the Vintage Delect groups. People were asking about this razor. So I gave my 2 cents, and made me want to shave with it. Otherwise, I was probably going to break out another single edge again. I would like to see more people using the vintage single edges. I see all the mongooses and stuff like that. And I get that's the new and latest greatest. Never used it, probably never will. Price point, at least at this moment, is too high for me. Not saying you shouldn't buy it, because obviously I won't speak on it because I've never used it. But I just think I'm just finding out just from using them that the vintage single edges are just really nice. Just talk to somebody who owns a variety of them to find out what level of aggressiveness is best for you. And do not buy the CVS blades or any of the little cheap ones. Spend the money, get some decent ones. Good thing too about the vintage Gillettes is, or the vintage single edges, is actually not all that expensive. You can get them for a really good price, and so to me that right there is a huge thing. You can get a few of them for the price of one razor. A lot of people just don't use them, so they sell them off. I do like the feedback this razor gets sound-wise. It's really nice. Once again, I didn't expect anything different, but performance-wise by Katie's Bubbles is top-notch. I believe Chris called it the gold standard. Let's see where we're at. Get some out of my bowl to feel around my face with. Yeah, I just don't want the, especially the shaving community, because that's who I'm speaking to right now, don't want it to become a an area where people are afraid to speak up, give their honest opinion of stuff, or ask thought-provoking questions without being fear of getting some award named after them, or it's not what it's about. One last little spots. One spot that annoys me if I don't get it smooth, that's right on the side here. For some reason that part annoys me if it's not smooth. Alright, cold water rinse. Towel fell on the floor. So, Katie Bubbles LPV. It's a win in my book. I will definitely be ordering that. Like I said, I've been holding off since the beginning of shaving on buying it because nobody could describe it. Sorry, I can't help those who are interested in knowing what it smells like. And this British Sterling, if you haven't smelt it, it's a super, super manly scent. Say, you know, kind of like the classic, like, and I'm not saying it smells exactly like, but like brutish, where it's just got a strong manly scent to it. There's actually some complexity there, but it's just a very manly type scent. I've been told, like I said, it matches perfectly. I will test that again in the future after I buy my LPV and have a little bit better sniffer. I've also been told, for those who don't know, that Ginger's Garden British Sterling is also a pretty close match to British Empire. English Empire is basically the same as British Sterling. Haven't tried that either. I would like to get that as well. So everyone, just please take to heart what I said. Please comment below or on Facebook as to what you think of how I edit this. Just trying to keep it within where it allows me to edit my videos on my phone. And everybody have a blessed day. I will see you guys tomorrow.